Hi, this is Cjo Johnson from Bista Solutions. In this video, I'll be showing you configuration of products in OpenERP manufacturing process and the impact of various settings in this manufacturing process. This is the products screen in OpenERP, and I will take you through the different parameters that we will need to set when performing a manufacturing process. First is the product type. The product type indicates whether the product is handled in stock management and if OpenERP manages its procurement. There are three types of products: stockable product, consumable, and service. In case of consumable, in OpenERP, a consumable product is actually a physical product which is treated like a stockable product, but the stock management is not taken into consideration by the system. So you could buy this product, deliver it, or produce it, but OpenERP will always assume that there is enough stock and it never triggers a procurement exception. So products like screws, nuts, bolts, rivets, etc. can be considered as consumables. Then we have stockable product. If a product is of this type, then OpenERP will generate procurement's exception when the stock level goes down below a certain threshold. This threshold can be defined in minimum stock rules, where we define the minimum level of stock that is required in the inventory and the maximum level to which it can go to. Then we have services. Services are product types which could be a service like after sales, or for IT industries it could be services instead of products. Next we have procurement method. So the procurement method determines how the product will be replenished in case of not enough stock. There are two types of procurement methods: make to stock and make to order. In make to stock, customers are supplied from the available stock in the inventory. In case if the stock is not enough, a purchase order will be generated if the supply method is set to buy according to the minimum stock rules which is defined in the system. And if the supply method is set to produce, then a production order will be generated. And in case of make to order, the product is not stocked in the warehouse. Only if there is a requirement, based on the supply method, it is produced or it is bought from a supplier. Then we have supply methods. OpenERP supports two types of supply methods: produce and buy. In produce, when the product is manufactured or the service is supplied from internal resources, this will generate a production order according to the product type. And in case of buy, product is bought from a supplier, and this setting will generate a trigger for a purchase order. So these three fields are very important in the product configuration, and they determine the system's behavior when a product is manufactured or bought from a supplier. So in case if the procurement method is set to make to stock and the supply method is set as produce, when you generate a production order, the system will show up as waiting for availability for this particular product. And in case if you set the procurement method to make to order and supply method is produce, then the system will generate a production order automatically when there is not enough stock. And in case if the supply method is set as buy, then a supplier order will be generated by OpenERP. Another important parameter is minimum stock rule. So in order to make stock replenishment proposals, you can use minimum stock rules. The rule is of the following: if the virtual stock for a given location is lower than the minimum stock indicated in this rule, the system will automatically propose a procurement to increase the level of virtual stock to the maximum level given in this rule. So for this product, if we want to have the minimum stock as 1 and the maximum stock as 10, when generating procurement exceptions, OpenERP will take into consideration this minimum quantity and this maximum quantity. So if the stock level goes below 1, OpenERP will automatically propose a procurement to increase the level of stock to this level, which is 10. Then we can select the warehouse and the location and save this record for this particular product. Then we have bill of materials for this particular product. So if the supply method is set to produce and if there is no bill of material defined for the product, then a procurement exception will be generated by OpenERP. This is the bill of material for this particular product. Let's just go inside this bill of material, and here we can see that there are various sub-assemblies that are required in order to manufacture this particular product. Then we have these 3 check boxes, which are lots. So lots are nothing but when you want to keep a track of all the products which are coming inside the system or going out of the system, or when you are producing a system within the warehouse, you need to check each of these 3 boxes. So when you want to track the products which you are producing in the warehouse, we will select track manufacturing lots, and OpenERP forces to specify a production lot for all the stock moves containing this product and generated by a manufacturing order. In case of incoming lots, OpenERP will force to specify a production lot for all the stock moves containing this product and which are coming from a supplier location. So if you are purchasing the products from a particular supplier, you have to specify the production lot in order to keep track of all the incoming lots from a supplier. Same is the case for track outgoing lots. If you check this checkbox, OpenERP will force to specify a production lot for all the stock moves containing this product and going to a customer location. So from this checkbox you can track all the sales and all the products that you are selling to your customers. From here we can find out the stock available inside your warehouse. Real stock is nothing but the physical quantity which is present inside the warehouse, and virtual stock is actually calculated as follows. It is the real stock minus the outgoing plus the incoming sort. This is actually the future stock which is calculated. Then we have procurement and locations. Here we have 2 important settings: the customer lead time and the manufacturing lead time. Customer lead time is the time promised to the customer expressed in number of days between the order and the delivery to the customer. So it is nothing but delay in order from a customer and actual delivery of the product to the customer. And manufacturing lead time is the delay in number of days between a production order and end of production of the finished product. Then we also need to supply suppliers. We can add a new supplier from here. So we can select a supplier from here. and select the minimal quantity that we have to purchase from this particular supplier and save this information. So what OpenERP does is, when a purchase order is created, this supplier is sent the purchase order, and based on the sequence which is specified in the supplier information, OpenERP will generate a purchase order for each of these suppliers that is selected inside this suppliers tab based on the sequence. If there is no supplier selected inside this system, OpenERP will generate a procurement exception. So these are the various parameters that are required in the manufacturing process. Thank you.